Hey Scruffy, how you doing? I forgot to turn on the lights, huh? So you ready for dinner? I'm about 45 minutes early, but I saw Scruffy was watching the door. So he was sitting in front of the table, looking this direction. So I had a pause in my action, so I thought it'd be a good time to feed. So you ready for food? I'm gonna turn on the light. I forgot to hit the switch. Not that I think it makes much difference right now, but as dinner goes on, it may make a slight difference. Okay, so I'm going to open the door now and bring out your food, okay? Okay, so I got your new cat food. It's your old cat food, the new pack of it. So I got your party cuts with real chicken and beef and kibble. So the shipment arrived yesterday. I didn't have time to talk about it, but talk about it today or tomorrow or whenever. So Scruffy left in a hurry yesterday, so got to cut my chat short. Okay, so I'm going to change your water. And we got some water left. It's a really hot day today, so I thought you might have drank a lot more water, but oops. So I'm not done changing your water. Wow, came right up to me. Okay, let me get the glove on and let me sit in the chair, okay? Wow, now you're meowing. Okay, so I'm trying to get the glove on. And sit in the chair. Okay. So let's talk about the weather first, I guess. So it really heated up today. It's hot. And it's going to be very bad, I think, the next at least 4 days. Forecast is starting to show it will cool down after 4 days, but they keep changing the report, so I have no idea if that's actually going to pan out. But yeah, today was much hotter than they originally forecasted. The forecast, I think tomorrow is supposed to be the peak, but all of the surrounding days are pretty close. So I had a bunch of things I had to do this morning, and I couldn't get free to go for my run. So today I'm supposed to do the intervals, and by the time it was free, it was past noon. I think we were getting close to like 1 in the afternoon, and I checked the weather report, and basically the weather was telling me, it's going to be bad pretty much all day, and it's going to get worse as the day goes on, and we're not going to see relief in the afternoon or evening. So I was still better off going out then and there than waiting for late afternoon, early evening. Part of the problem now is, the sun's going down sooner, but the heat's not letting up. So basically, we have the situation where it gets dark, but it's not cooled down, so I can't go for a very late run when it's cool because I can't see. So according to the weather forecast, if I went whenever it was I was looking at, it was still going to be cooler than the peak temperature, which I think would hit in like 2 hours, and it would still be cooler than later this afternoon or evening. But yeah, the forecast was also telling me I basically had maybe like a half hour before it was going to get really hot. So basically when I left, and basically between when I left and got back, it increased like 10 degrees, and it was already pretty hot when I left. So it was pretty rough temperature-wise. Since it's my interval run, it's the shorter run, so I'm only out for about half the time I'm normally out. So I was using that as my consolation, that since I'm not out as long, I can endure the extra heat. So I did my run, and it was hot, but since it was a shorter run, I think it didn't really start affecting me really badly until like my last, let's say maybe 3 intervals. Then I started really feeling it. I was kind of feeling it the whole way, but the last 3 were really hard. And then to walk home, that was actually pretty rough. There's no shade on my walk home. So at least I finished. So I'm glad it's over with. So tomorrow I'm probably going to stay in, do a recovery day or something, just do pull-ups or something, because tomorrow's supposed to be the worst of the days. So if I get up early enough, and it's cool, I might go for a bike ride, but I haven't been waking up early enough, so it's unlikely. I'm gonna go. So getting close to time here, so a few neck rubs. So I see a piece of blue on his fur. Usually that blue comes from the thermal blanket, the moving blanket that's on top of the table. But I don't think he's on the table today. There are a couple other blankets I have. Actually, one's over there, so I don't know, maybe he was just crawling through that. I'm wondering where he got the blue from. might have been trying to hide from the sun today. So actually, yeah, so when I went out for my run, it was, yeah, full intensity sun, but yeah, there was a haze I could see still in the air. What's interesting is, yeah, this afternoon it got darker. So the weather report turned to smoggy, or not smoggy, smoky. And yeah, it looks right now very kind of dark and overcast, even though there are technically no clouds. So yeah, I think it's all smoke now, and it's like low in the air, because if I look like kind of down the street, I can kind of see the smoky haziness creeping down like a fog. And yeah, the air quality indicators have gone to the yellow section, which is, you know, if you have breathing problems, you probably should stay inside. Okay, let's eat your food, okay? Yeah. Hey, I think you recognized the word food, because he got up before I made the motion. So there's a lot of these blue fragments. So those other days where, yeah, it turned overcast, I'm actually starting to wonder, maybe, I think some of those days we actually had legitimate clouds, but yeah, I'm thinking like one or two of those days actually it just might have been smoky like it is now. So I'm not aware of any like fires nearby, but I do know, yeah, there are fires in, you know, the general geographic region. So I guess if they're big enough, they get here. The last year we had fires really close to here. I was actually about a mile from one of the evacuation zones. So there was a perimeter set up, and I was about a mile from that perimeter. And they could extend it, I guess, in theory. So we were actually on evacuation alert as well. And then there was some confusion. Our politicians didn't know what the hell was going on, so one of them, I think erroneously, made a claim that our section was also going to be evacuated, and it caused a whole bunch of confusion, and so they had to get the automated telephone callers to clarify which sections were being evacuated, and then in our specific case, our section was not yet being evacuated, so there was no evacuation order given yet. But yeah, that's that's how it goes. So, and yeah, those fires were really bad, and yeah, the air quality was terrible for several months actually. It was really bad. And so I was having a hard time going out and exercising. So not only was I trying to deal with the hot temperatures, but I was also trying to find small pockets of when the air quality was just good enough that you could actually go outside. And yeah, there were a bunch of days, sometimes weeks, where yeah, it was just not safe to go out. And yeah, I remember my air conditioner broke in one of those sections, and we were having like a major heat wave at the same time. And so I couldn't open the windows because the air quality was so bad. Air conditioning didn't work, and because of the lockdowns and the shortages, and then just the severe heat, couldn't get a person to repair my air conditioning immediately, so that was miserable. So I hope we don't have a repeat of last summer. So we have a few months more to go because, as I mentioned, yeah, our summers are basically summer plus fall. So we got a while to go. So I think last year we didn't get into the clear until I think November. And I think you still remember there were some hot days in December. So yeah, Scruffy's gonna have to groom himself because yeah, now he has, in addition to the blue stuff, yeah, some little white flakes on his fur now. Not sure. I think I put them there, but I'm not sure where they came from. So let's see what else. Yeah, Scruffy's almost done. So I have a couple other stories I can tell. I didn't finish my shopping trip story from yesterday. Maybe I'll say that for tomorrow. So I did get the food, the Chewy pet supply delivery yesterday. They left it in front of my house and didn't even bring it all the way to the porch. It's a heavy box, so I kind of don't blame them. So yeah, the cat food's pretty heavy. I was actually surprised. So the automated pet feeder is actually really light. I thought that was the thing that was making the box so heavy, but no, it's just the cat food. And then I have new flea pills, and interestingly, these flea pills, same company, same name. I think they're exact same pills, but the packaging, this one actually says specifically for cats. The last one actually said for dogs, but when I placed the order, I remember it was for dogs and cats. And I remember people were complaining that the packaging was for dogs, but everyone said, that's the same thing. Don't worry about it. So it was interesting that, yeah, this box actually is specifically for cats, even though it's the same thing. I'm surprised they don't cut costs and just use the same, good design one box that says for dogs and cats, and cats and dogs, rather than having to produce two different boxes. So anyway, it's really hot and smoky, and I think I want to go in. So Scruffy's kind of walked away. I can barely see him through the table legs there, but I think, yeah, he's far enough that he's probably not going to come back. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.